What's going on, guys? Uh, I'm just gonna break down UFC 309. John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. John Jones, what a duck. What a pussy. This guy beats his fucking wife. What a piece of shit. Well, let's just get right into it. Fuck is giggling outside my door. Fucking losers. Jesus, people fucking giggling and shit. Fucking pissing me off, man. But, Veronica Hardy versus Eduardo Mora. The big difference in this fight was the one thing I thought wasn't going to be as much of a factor, which was the size of Eduardo Mora. Because apparently she's fucking gigantic and a lot bigger than I thought. She was kind of just able to get Veronica Hardy down at will and able to keep her down relatively easy. And whenever she did land on Veronica Hardy, she was able to land with more impact, and that's really what the fight was. Eduardo Mora was bigger, stronger, and hit harder. Wins a pretty uneventful, boring decision, but it is what it is. Next up, Obaneliat. Hold on, I heard something about the scorecards for this fight. Hold on. Fez versus Elliott. Scorecards. Let me see the scorecards for this. Let me see the scorecards. What the actual fuck? Every judge gave Hafez the second round, and one judge had Hafez up 2-0 in going into the third. What the fuck? Whatever. That was fucking. Here's what really happened. Oban Elliott pieced him up for the entire fight. The first two rounds was Oban Elliott just going, getting a groove. He was, I'll say, he looked a lot faster compared to his other fights. Compared to his other UFC performances, he looked faster. Uh, he looked slicker with his defense, and honestly, I was really, really impressed. But let's talk about it. Oban Elliott was just whooping his ass. He was chewing him up. He was chewing up the legs of Hafez, and he was beating him up to the body a lot. He was his jab was really effective. His shot selection was on point. He was able to manage distance, and he was able to prevent Hafez from landing anything because he was able to move his head really well, clinch up, and then break when he needed to. It was really he would clinch up and then circle Hafez to the fence and then just like immediately like break off, or he would really just like duck under and pivot out. I can't remember it very well, but Oban Elliott just goes in, just starts whooping his ass for 2 rounds. Uh, Not like anything crazy was happening, but he was active. He was doing what he needed to do, and in the third round, he lands a big overhand right on Hafez, and he just puts Hafez down bad. Let me see something. Let me look at Basil. Was that the first time Basil Hafez? Oh, it's two S's. My fault. Yep, that was the first time he got knocked out. So he's the first person to knock him out. And man, Basil Hafez, he's on roids. Roid monster. Sorry to say it. You're a roid monster. Oh, fuck. Like, dude, he's on roids. Like, come on. Let's be real. Let's be real. You're on roids, buddy. I would have picked this guy to beat Preston Parsons. And after this, I'm like, oh wow, Preston Parsons would whoop Basil Hafez. Yeah, Oban Elliott drops him bad in the third with an overhand right, and he just puts each couple ground and pound shots, stops, does the cool like the arm, does the like the arm flex he did at the weigh-ins. I just did like the arm thing myself, and I realized, oh man, you can't see me. But great performance from Oban Elliott. Got this one right. Got this one very right. Oban Elliott looked really impressive. This guy's a problem. Give him like a he needs a pretty decent test, I think. I think he needs like a you know what? Do him versus Renat Fakretinov. If he beats Renat Fakretinov, that's legit. You should give if he beats Renat Fakretinov, give him like a top 10 opponent. Give him like the number 10 guy. Because why not? Next up, Ramiz Brahimaj versus Mickey Gall. Or you could just give him Ramiz Brahimaj. Because why not? But so I got this one right. Oh, yeah, Mickey Gall is just 2024. It's 2024 and it's Mickey Gall. Huh. They're kind of going at it really early, trading shots, and then I'm not gonna go too deep into this one, but Ramiz Brahimaj, early on, early on, they get into an exchange, and Brahimaj throws a shot that goes right over the shoulder of Gall and hits him right in the temple, puts Gall out bad. Ramiz Brahimaj, first round knockout. Took Mike Malott 2 rounds to put out Mickey Gall. Holy fuck, dude. Mike Malott, you're so mid now. Never mind. Mike Malott is. I used to be a Mike Malott defender because I was like, hey man, give this man, Neil Magny. He's that guy. But no, he's mid as fuck. Mid as fuck. Oh, Oban Elliott versus Neil Magny. Make that fight. Next up, Marcin Tybura versus Jonata Denise. Uh, I got this one wrong. This one pissed me off to get wrong because so the first round, Jonata Denise is doing fine, and then he hurts Tabor early, and he's like getting on top, and he's doing it, and he's trying to finish it, and then he gets reversed, and then we figure out, oh my god, this guy fucking sucks on the ground, like every other fucking fat, unathletic heavyweight. And then next round, same thing. Marcin Tabor shoots in, gets him down, beats the shit out of him. It's just if Jonata Denise didn't try to go on the ground to finish him and let him back up on the feet. Oh, the second round, he bucket Tabor at the end of the round brutalized Jonata Denise, give him like 3 different cuts on one eye, the nose, and on the other eye. Uh, doctor didn't. It was a doctor stoppage not because of the cuts, but because Jonata Denise looked rocked. Which, if we're stopping fights because of that, then Roberto Romero should have beat David Onama by first round knockout. But whatever. Yeah, they shouldn't stop it because he looks rocked. That's fucking stupid. They should stop it because of the cuts, and the cuts weren't the problem. It was apparently he had wobbly legs. He looked fine. But great win from Tabora. Dude, feed him the McParkin. I don't care. Feed him the McParkin, and then get Waldo Cortez Acosta, someone like mid as fuck, so he can just move Cortez Acosta and Parkin up the rankings. Okay, we need new blood for Tom Aspinall to just beat the shit out of, and this is who we're gonna get. Honestly, Sergey Pavlovich versus Waldo Cortez Acosta, fire fight. But great one from Deborah. Just kind of upset because I really kind of wanted United Knees to be like, you know, anything, something in heavyweight, and we're never gonna get that now because he lost. It would have been nice just to have 2 undefeated fighters in Waldo Cortez Acosta, like just getting into the top 15. That would have been nice. Heavyweight would have been in a pretty good spot, but now heavyweight shit. Take all these fucking loser. Why is like Johnny Walker not moving up to heavyweight? Walker, just move up. You're ranked. Just ask for a ranked heavyweight and you'll beat the shit out of them. But it's whatever. Next up, David Onama versus Roberto Romero. Absolute war. Should have gotten fight of the night, in my opinion. Rough start for Onama early. Roberto Romero was chopping away at his legs, piecing him up, and then halfway through the round, Romero drops him bad, almost finishes him. Then David Onama gets back to his feet, comes back, Starts doing his thing, and then almost drops Romero early on or late in the round. And then the rest of the fight, it was just you could tell which fighter took it on short notice. David Onama trains now because when he fought Nate Landwehr, he didn't do strength and conditioning. I think now he does strength and conditioning, and he trains at altitude. So he's really gone from I'm just gonna fucking punch people to I'm gonna be a champ. But I don't know if he's gonna be a champ with that shin. Dude, you ain't beating Elliott with that shin. But it was just Onama was able to keep up a pace later on in the fight that Romero was not able to. And overall, just a great win from Onama, great fight. Roberto Romero, he may be something. We give him some time, We give him this guy some time, you know, just to heal up, do his thing. He may be something. Okay, because being able to drop Onama like that, I think if we give this guy a full camp, he might be able to just put a pace on Onama that Onama could not keep. But we don't know. Next up, Jim Miller versus Damon Jackson. Like literally not too much happened. It was just at one point Jackson shot in for a single leg, and Jim Miller just guillotined him. And Jackson. Oh, Damon Jackson retired. That sucks. Kind of a shitty fucking way to end your career. Let's look at Damon Jackson actually. Oh, he was 1-4 in his last fight. Damn, this guy. What a rough career he's had. What a fucking rough career he's had. Sucks for him. That really fucking sucks. Uh, almost, you know, I don't know what I was about to say. Almost too. It just sucks for his career. Gets knocked out by a flying knee in 10 seconds in PFL. Uh, starts his UFC career strong and then has to fight Elliott, gets slept out cold. Goes on a bit of a hot streak. Oh, gets slumped out cold by Dan Ige. You know, had a draw, a no contest, and a submission loss in his first three UFC fights. Like, it has just not been a kind career to him. He went to war with Billy Quarantillo that he was winning, and then he lost. Got a good win against Hernandez, but then got his shit kicked in by Chepe Mariscal, and then you know just got submitted by Jim Miller. Rough end to the career, real rough end, but you know sucks. He had some moments though. He had some good moments and some good performances that sad to see him go. Not really, but just sucks to see him go out that way. Next up, Jonathan Martinez versus Marcus McGee. Jonathan Martinez, you have officially lost your dark horse status. Notorious for the deadly low kicks you have, and you do fuck all with them. Marcus McGee, the story of the fight is for the first two rounds, he actually did literally anything, and Jonathan Martinez did fuck all. Waving his hands around like he was gonna do something, and then didn't. Had him in the he had a, it was close. He almost he had an opportunity in the third round to maybe finish McGee and maybe do something and win the fight or even get it to a draw. No, and he clinched against the fence. Fucking embarrassing. Sucks for Jonathan Martinez. No, I'm not even gonna say it sucks for Jonathan Martinez. It doesn't suck for you because you fucking threw away the fight. Could have done anything, and you chose to just stand in front of him for two rounds, and then in the third round, yeah, let's go. Whatever. Take risks, dude. You're a fighter. Take risks. Whatever. Great win for Marcus McGee though. Put them in the top 15. Who knows? Maybe we get some fun Marcus McGee. Maybe we get Marcus McGee versus Ayman Zahabi main event. That'd be pretty fucking fire. Next up, Mauricio Hoofy versus James Yontop. Man, Hoofy, kind of a fucking Chad. James Yontop, also, I'll say, kind of a fucking Chad. Um, Story of the fight was the first round. Yontop was actually doing pretty well. He was outlanding him. Hoofy was definitely. It was a lot of it was the investment shots to the body. I mean, look, Yontop was throwing and to the body, investing in the body. It almost paid off. Third round, Yontop was doing something. But the first two rounds, at the end of the first, Hoofy landed like a real big right hand that just that hurt Yontop pretty bad, and it's kind of that kind of indicates like the power because it's like I think this is his Max Holloway fight. McGregor had the great highlight reel KO in his first fight. Fought Max Holloway to a decision in his second fight. You know, this is his Max Holloway fight. Except I don't think Yontop is gonna go on to become a fucking fucking lightweight champion at all. But you never know. Mauricio Hoofy, but he had the he rocked him bad at the end of the first round, and that took the first round for him. And then in the second, he hit the nastiest, fucking most badass look away shovel hook on the chin of Yontop that dropped Yontop. Started beat up Yontop for the second round, and then the third round, he very clearly slowed down a bit. He ended up getting a He ended up losing that round. Yontop was just outputting and beating him, kind of beating up on him a bit. But honestly, if Yontop actually cut the weight and actually made 155, like killed himself to make 155, that shovel hook would have put him out cold. Because I mean, you look at how Vyacheslav Borshev was landing on him, landing those massive left hooks. Vyacheslav Borshev has pretty fucking good power. Man, Hoofy problem. I think anyone else, and I think here's what I think. I think you rebook him versus Charlie Campbell, and then it's like, oh, they're both on 2 wins. He gets another crazy knockout. Then you do him versus Bobby Green, get him in the rankings, and then you give him a big step up like a Rafael Fiziev, and then you give him that title eliminator. Okay, that's why I think you path his career because this guy's marketable, he's entertaining, got to do something with it. Okay, it's his first decision win, so you got to get him back on track, get him a good highlight. Vivian, nothing fight, pissed me off. Not gonna fucking cover it. This, Bo Nichols mid as fuck. Oliveira versus Chandler. Basically, the first 4 rounds, Oliveira would be able to just hurt him on the feet, rock him, take him down, get his back, control him. First 4 rounds, consistently. Chandler would have his moments where he would throw the big hooks and the land big shots, but Oliveira had his hands up, was blocking the shots. He was doing good, but then in the fifth round, Chandler hurts him with like a like a straight right, hurts him with some big shots. Oliveira, doesn't just fall to his back. He tries to, fuck it, what is it? Take him down. Michael Chandler ends up on top and lands like 70 back of the headshots. Holy fuck, dude, Michael Chandler was cheating. He was grabbing the glove, grabbing the fence, doing all that. And then the fifth round, Michael Chandler's like, huh. And then Michael Chandler ends up losing position and getting his back taken. And, Michael Chandler just says, oh, fuck it. I'm going to lose anyways. And he just jumps with Oliveira on. He slammed Oliveira into the ground while Oliveira's on his back twice. You know, honestly, 49-46 decision, was not expecting it. Very impressive from Oliveira. I'm very impressed. Great fight. Shouldn't have gotten fight of the night. This got fight of the night. I don't think it should have. I think the performances went to this cuck. It went to Jim. It went to this fucking loser, Jim Miller. No, it went to Oban Elliott, Ramiz Brahimaj, John Jones, and then this got fight of the night. This should have gotten fight of the night. This was a real fight of the night. But great performance from both. Sucks to see for Michael Chandler. He called out Conor. I got to see Charles Oliveira on top of the cage with his arms out, fucking, in victory. And I got to see Michael Chandler cut a cool promo again. Gotta love a Michael Chandler promo. Yeah, let's talk about this. Elderly abuse. Stipe is 42. He was never gonna look the same as he did when he fought Francis the second time, even. I don't know what anyone expected. Jones was able to piece him up. First round he tripped Stipe. He got him with like kind of like the Zabit trip after getting Stipe to bite on like a leg kick feint or like a body kick feint. Just beat the shit out of Stipe on the ground. It was kind of just like sucked to watch because it was like clear Stipe just wasn't ever gonna. He wasn't moving the same, but he fucking. He wasn't moving the same. He wasn't as fast. He wasn't seeing things as clearly. He was able to slip shots at times and move, and he was able to land on Jones. He landed some really clean shots on Jones, like some clean like twos, like a left hook, a couple uppercuts. But Jones eventually gets him backed up against the cage and lands a spinning back kick to the body, which I'm not even surprised he got finished it with a body shot because early on he landed like a teep kick or a body kick that Stipe tried to like call as a low blow. Kind of really got a reaction from Stipe. It wasn't low at all, but it really got a reaction. And then he lands right on the ribs of Stipe. Probably broke a rib of Stipe, and it's fucking embarrassing, dude. It was embarrassing. If Stipe landed that many times and it took you 3 rounds to finish him, Tom Aspinall's finishing John Jones in one. Tom Aspinall would have finished Stipe in 1 round. Francis Ngannou would have finished this version of Stipe in 1 round. I mean, shit, he finished a better version of Stipe, a more fresh version of Stipe, coming off wins in less rounds. But embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. Jones was a terrible person. Upsetting to see. That's about it. See ya.